You were in Latrobe at Steelers training camp with the Steelers. I've seen some pictures. I saw you were talking to Chris Boswell. I saw a picture of you and Heath Miller as well. You're outside. You're in training camp. What do they have you doing down there, Ike? Because I have a ton of questions.
Working with the scouting department, so I'm sitting with the scouting department. Of course, congratulations to Omar Khan. He's the new GM. Just hanging around these scouts and just seeing how they do in Pittsburgh, the grading systems, how they watch tape, how they break down players. When it comes down to college guys and what are they looking for from different positions. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm really getting in depth when it comes down to, the scouting side. So it's fun to me because I don't think people know I was in the scouting department as a active player. I always wanted to be a scout/GM. So this is the right time, man. I appreciate the Pittsburgh Steelers, Mr. Rooney and his family, Coach T, and also Omar Khan for just giving me this opportunity, Mark, to come in and say what I need to say, put my 2 cents in, and do presentations and break down what I think a Pittsburgh Steelers should look like.
When was the last time you were in Latrobe, Ike, for Steelers training camp?
Right before the pandemic, so I want to say 2018.
Gotcha. Got you. I imagine that this is almost like asking a parent who their favorite kid is, but was there someone you were most excited to see, a familiar face, when returning to Latrobe?
Man, it's always good to see Coach T. Coach T, if you just talk to him, he always got some kind of gem or nugget every time he talks, So it was good to see him. Also, I wanted to catch up with the young players. So I've been talking to Deontay about his situation. I've been talking to GP, which is George Pickens, the new wide receiver, and I think he's going to be special. I think he's going to be the personality of the team. I also got a chance to talk to Najee. Sat down with him. I want to see him in person. And boy, that dude there look just like Derrick Henry, but probably with the thicker frame. And I got a chance to talk to Devin Bush and his injury and how he feels this year. So basically got a chance to talk to Minka, try to pick his brain. So, man, I'm just sitting here talking to all the young guys, telling them how it used to be back in Pittsburgh, telling them the standard in Pittsburgh, but also just like picking their brain and walking them here as a Pittsburgh Steelers. So I just been hanging around the young guys, man, just try to give them as much wisdom as possible. But it's just fun to watch these kids grow, these young men grow and come to training camp, come to Latrobe. And this where it all starts, Mark. It starts in Latrobe. Your career starts in Latrobe. Your foundation starts in Latrobe. And just being a Pittsburgh Steeler because of the history behind it since the 60s always starts in Latrobe as well. So these young guys, man, I think they pretty much understand. I do think this is a special group. We're going to get into the quarterback situation on our show, but that's what I'm doing right now, man. I'm just picking a lot of brains, getting as much information as I need. And just glad that the Pittsburgh Steelers are allowing me to be part of the scouting department.
Yeah, I think it's awesome that they bring a player like you back, Ike, 12 years of experience, all with the same organization, Heath Miller as well. Players just do things the right way and that are just solid, established pro veteran players who have gone and done it before and achieved the highest level of success. So that's really cool to see even from afar. And it's just like, it's so cool just to see you out there in your element, Ike, even from afar. It's been really fun to watch on your social media channels too. So as always with the show, we'll put our social media handles in the show notes. So if you want to check out Ike's journey in Pittsburgh, you can do that. I've got to ask you this because I saw you were in the weight room as well. You were rocking all your Steelers gear. I saw you were working up a sweat as always. Is there anyone in there in the weight room with you who's just an absolute beast that our fans should know about, Ike?
Honestly, I don't even be paying attention. Once I get in the weight room, I kind of zone out. Now everybody be looking at me crazy because I'm fully geared. So I have my hoodie on, my long pants on, my beanie on. And they're like, bro, how the hell are you working out with all this on? I'm like, man, that's just what we do in Florida. Even standing outside when it's like 80-something degrees, everybody be looking at me crazy. But I'm like, man, if y'all can come down to Florida, y'all understand this is no kind of heat. But that's just something my body's used to, just working out like this. But, yeah, as far as like the weight room, I really don't pay attention. Once I'm in there, I'm on my own. All
right, Ike, I'll let you off the hook there. Anything else our fans should know about with your journey in Latrobe, Ike, because again, I've just been getting some pictures here and there. I'm like, oh, there's Ike there on the field with Chris Boswell. There's Ike with his old teammate Heath Miller. Is there anything else you want to make sure our listeners and viewers know about?
George Pickens will be one of the reasons why the Pittsburgh Steelers will be successful, and it will come sooner than later.
All right. You heard it here first. And Ike, you predicted that the Steelers would draft Pickens. Like, I could look at the timestamp. I Bleav it was like 3 weeks before the NFL draft. You said, this is a guy that the Steelers really, really like. And I'm just going to say, you used your psychic abilities to call that. You could go back and look at the tape on the Bleav in Steelers show. Psychic Ike Taylor out on the pod again. This is August 1st. You're hearing this now. So when we get, I don't know, week 8, 9, 10 into the season, and George Pickens is having a nice rookie year, you heard it from the man himself, Ike Taylor.